The second principle of being grief-informed is that grief is complex and non-pathological. Hi, I'm Kelly Daugherty with Center for Informed Grief, and I've been sharing the different principles that the Dougy Center has outlined about being grief-informed. And as I said, the second is grief is complex and non-pathological. And what this means is grief is complex. It's really challenging and difficult because relationships are complex. And there's so many different factors that may impact somebody and their grief. The relationship, the length of the relationship, what that person that died meant to them, how old they were when they experienced the loss, and so many other different factors. And it's also, grief is a normal, natural process that we shouldn't be pathologizing. Unfortunately, in March of 2022, the DSM-5-TR, which is what therapists use to diagnose clients, came out with a new disorder. It's called prolonged grief disorder. And I really have a lot of mixed feelings about this disorder. The biggest part that I really struggle with is that it puts a timetable on grief. It says that after a year, an adult can be diagnosed with this, and only after 6 months, a child can be diagnosed with this. I think back to when my mom died when I was 14 years old. 6 months after my mom died, I was a hot mess, like most kids who experience a significant loss like this. And I could have been given that label of having a mental disorder called prolonged grief disorder. But what I was really experiencing was very normal and natural. Yes, I understand that having this diagnosis may bring some good things. It may make people more aware about normal grief symptoms. It may give more research and training on grief and loss, which is absolutely needed. And maybe more people will be able to seek out help. And maybe even more doctors will be able to refer clients for grief counseling because now that there's this disorder that they can diagnose with. But the reality is, grief is normal and natural. As I've said before, where there's great love, there's great loss. And so we shouldn't be putting disorder on grief because it isn't. It is normal and natural. So again, the second principle of being grief-informed is grief is complex and non-pathological. So stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching.